Hello and welcome once again to another edition of Tudor Electric Football Box Reveal. Tonight we're going to be opening our 6th ever box. We saw a very good one the last time, and we're hoping for good things again tonight with this box. Alright, we got a bunch of teams in bags. I'm going to grab them all out of the box. We'll heap them up here and let's take a look at what we've got. Big group of teams, all in individual bags. I see bases on one of those teams. All right, we're going to randomly reach into the pile and see what we get first tonight. We've got a set of Hong Kong white shoe white Cardinals. And I believe we've actually seen this set on an episode of Box Reveal before. Episode 1. We had Hong Kong white Cardinals. Got some yellowing on that guy. That set on episode 1 was absolutely perfect. Little yellowing on a couple of the guys, but aside from that, they are good to go. Nice set. All right, next we've got, looks like there's 2 teams in this bag. And first up, I see some Hong Kong, I'll just leave these bases on them, white shoe dark Vikings. Nice set. We've been really lucky with these recent sets. We haven't seen a lot of skin tone changes. We haven't seen a lot of re-glues. And for the most part, we've been getting all the figures. And we're going to see all the figures again. Very nice set. 11 men, Hong Kong, white shoe, dark Vikings. Late 70s, 80s. The Hong Kong white shoe era of electric football, as I bring out our next set here, which is Hong Kong white shoe white Giants. That era was the longest lived era in electric football. Started about 1978 and ran all the way until the Miggle takeover. That guy's a little weirdly shaped, but that's a factory deal. And we've got all 11 guys. It's a cool era. You know, I'm always telling other collectors that it is an era in which you will find some of the most unique, inexpensive teams you're ever going to find. There were only maybe 6 or 7 teams during this entire era that didn't undergo some kind of uniform change. There's a magnet. And as we look at these Cowboys, these are Hong Kong white shoe white Cowboys. This set comes up quite a bit because they did play in a couple of different Super Bowls wearing these uniforms. And it looks like these guys are from a couple of different sets because there are a couple of different sets here. How many guys have we got here? A lot of figures. You'll find these guys sometimes with gray pants. You find them sometimes with silver pants. All of these guys are the gray pant version. So what do we have here? There's 5, 10. There's 11. There's another 5, 9. 2 sets. 22 Hong Kong white shoe white Cowboys. I'm not even bothering to take the bases off these guys tonight if I find them. There's some loose bases. There's a magnet from a field. Next set we've got, well, we've got something we've never seen on Box Reveal. Speaking of China, these are China Miggle era white shoe bears. I'm not really into the China teams. I've got a small collection of them that I've just kind of gotten this way over the years, but I don't intentionally collect them, and I don't really plan to. I like all the original Tudor stuff. There they are. Well, nice looking set, all 11 guys. They will go into what I call the China box, where I just keep a bunch of teams, China teams that I've picked up over the years. A lot of times, just like this, I'll buy a box with various teams. And in that box, I'll end up getting a bunch of China figures. Next, we've got Hong Kong White Shoe Dark Rams, numbered with yellow numbers. We've been really, really lucky recently and again tonight that we're getting these sets where we've not only got all 11 guys, there's no skin tone changes, I don't see any re-glues. Let's see what we've got next. Hoping maybe we'll run into some Haiti teams. I actually started off as a collector of Haiti teams. And next we've got Hong Kong White Shoe Dark Lions. And I'm trying to think if we've ever seen a set of lions on box reveal before. I don't think we've seen a set of, not Hong Kong White Shoe anyway. We did see some Hong Kong Black Shoe White Lions in the past, and we actually saw some Hong Kong Black Shoe Dark Lions in the past also. There they are, great set. Perfect condition, really, really nice. Next, got a bag that is sealed with a twisty tie. And in that bag are a very nicely painted set of Hong Kong White Shoe White Miami Dolphins. Good looking set. It'll be interesting to see who's the quarterback in this set. There's Mark Duper. Oh, there he is, Dan Marino. And the kid who owned these used what I call a wide receiver as a quarterback figure. So you can see a lot of different kids used different figures as different positions. All right, next we've got, I see some Buffalo Bills in there. Oh, nice looking set. Good condition. Hong Kong White Shoe Dark Buffalo Bills. Nice looking team coming together here. And there we are, all 11 guys. Great set. Nice set. There's no yellowing on those at all. Really nice set. The Bills just always seem to be collectible from just about any era. They seem to be not one of the better teams during most of the Tudor electric football era. And because they weren't, they didn't pop up in any Super Bowl sets. And because they weren't all that good, a lot of kids didn't order them, so it made them somewhat of a rare team. Next team we're looking at, Hong Kong White Shoe Dark Packers. Good looking set. All 11 figures. No breaks, no skin tone changes. Very, very nice. All right, moving right along. Looks like it's going to be a Hong Kong White Shoe box. One of the more underrated teams of the Hong Kong White Shoe era, the all-white New England Patriots. This set later on, they switched to red pants. They were one of the many, many teams that in some way, shape, or form changed uniforms during the era. Just about everybody in some way did something uniform change-wise. And so it's a very long era. And it's also an era where you will find some of these rare Hong Kong White Shoe teams, because there were a lot of versions that were made up through the 70s and all through the 80s, where there were all these different uniforms. And as electric football got a little less popular during this era, Some of those teams are actually scarce, and we're looking at one right now. Now take a good look at these guys. These are Hong Kong white shoe, white Baltimore Colts. Now something you'll find with the Colts, generally the Colts have that pretty iconic uniform with the blue or the white and the two stripes, but they kind of flirted around with a gray uniform configuration in the early 80s. The last 2 years the Colts were in Baltimore, they switched to gray pants with the blue jerseys, and on the away team, they put gray between those blue stripes. I'm going to try and hold a guy up here so you can see him good. I have never seen that team made by Tudor before. That is cool. I'm going to really have to look those over to authenticate them to make sure that somebody didn't do that uniform themselves, but that is really cool. That's a find. That is a team I do not have in my collection and did not know existed. So very cool team. The last 2 years in Baltimore, they had those white uniforms. And then they later switched, when they went to Indianapolis, back to the white. The gray pants on the dark uniform did find its way to Indianapolis for a couple of years. That's a neat set. All right, next we've got a really, really nice set of Haiti white shoe, dark Eagles. Good looking set. We actually saw this set, the very first edition of Box Reveal. I found a set of these with Eagles painted on the sleeves rather than these traditional 3 striped uniforms, and that was another incredible find. And both they and the Colts are exactly what I'm talking about when I tell you that you find some rare and interesting teams in the Hong Kong white shoe era. Next team, Hong Kong white shoe, white Jets. What's interesting about this set is that they actually changed uniforms during the Haiti era. They went from the traditional white helmets that they've switched back to today to these dark green helmets. They made that change in 1978. These Jets, both in the home and away uniform, are the only team in Tudor Electric football that ever changed uniforms in 2 eras. So you can find them with the green helmets and the white helmets in the Haiti white shoe era, and then you can find them with the green helmets and the white helmets again in the Hong Kong white shoe era, which pretty clearly tells you that there was certainly some overlap in production between those 2 eras. Next team. Hong Kong white shoe, dark Buccaneers. Well, we've seen this team on Box Reveal before. Back in episode 3, did find a set. You know what's really great about these guys? Very minimal yellowing on these figures. Got a couple of guys that are just hanging on for dear life here. Nothing worse than making one of these videos and desperately trying to detach these guys from one another. There they are. Good looking set. Nice set. Hong Kong white shoe, dark Buccaneers. Beautiful. All right. And here we have already arrived at our final set of the night. And it is a set of Hong Kong white shoe, white Redskins. Have we seen this set before on Box Reveal? The answer is yes. On episode 4, we found this set. Once again, this is the version, just like on episode 4, where the paint on the pants and the helmets is very, very dark. You'll find them with a more of a burgundy red, and you'll find them with a much darker, deeper red like these have. That set on episode 4 were incredibly dark. These, at least I can see a hint of burgundy in these pants. That set that I found on episode 4, those pants were just absolutely black. You would have never thought they were Redskins. All right. Well, there we go. What a great box this was. Bunch of Hong Kong white shoe teams. We found Jets, Packers, Giants, Buccaneers, Cowboys, Lions, Vikings, Super Dark Redskins, Dolphins, Patriots, Eagles, very unusual Colts, Rams, Bills. How many are we up to there? 12, 13. And China White Bears. All right. Another really fun box to show you. Thank you very much for watching my videos. If you enjoy these, please watch my other videos. I love getting comments on these. So much appreciated. Thank you very much. Until we do our next episode of Box Reveal, good night.